Hi friends, how are you all? And this is Shanmukrao Sivala. I welcome you all to today's class. Today let us discuss a grammar part, that is parts of speech, which is very useful to every one of you. So before going to the class, please uh, subscribe my channel, press on subscribe, bell and all, so that you can get all my videos. And like and share it also. Share it to as many as possible to all your friends and groups. Friends, okay, let us start the topic, parts of speech. Parts of speech in a detailed way. Let us discuss here in a detailed way, in depth. Okay, and so parts of speech are 8 in number. They are divided into 8 categories. 8 in number. According to the work they do in a sentence, we named them as different parts of speech. According to the work they do in a sentence, they are named as. Okay. So parts of speech are 8 in number. They are named according to the work done by them. According to the work done by them. According to the work they do in a sentence. They are named as noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. These are the 8 parts of speech. We divided them into 8 parts of speech. So let us study in a detailed way, one by one. So noun. What is a noun? Noun, the definition of a noun is a naming word. A noun is a naming word. It names a person, place, animal, thing or a quality. So the names of all persons are nouns. Names of all places are nouns. Names of all animals are nouns. Names of all things are nouns. Names of qualities we possess are nouns. Okay, names of persons, places, animals, things and qualities are all nouns. And let us take for example, Jim Corbett killed many tigers in the forest. Jim Corbett killed many tigers in the forest. Jim Corbett is the name of a particular person. So noun. Tigers is the name of an animals. Name of animals. So tigers, noun. Forest, name of a place. So noun. Name of a person, name of an animal, name of a place. Similarly, Ramu saw an elephant in the zoo. Ramu is a noun, name of a person. Elephant is a noun, name of an animal. Zoo is a noun, name of a place. Similarly, the bus makes a lot of noise. Bus, name of a thing, noun. And noise, name of sound, name of a thing, noun. So these are all the nouns. So okay, understood friends? Nouns are all these. Again, nouns can be divided into 5 kinds. We divided nouns into 5 kinds. They are proper noun, common noun, collective noun, concrete and abstract noun, material noun. Again, we divided them into 5 categories or 5 kinds. So let us see one by one. Proper noun. What is a proper noun? Proper noun means it is the name of a particular person, particular place, particular thing, particular animal are all called as proper nouns. The definition is, it is the name of a particular person, particular place, animal or a thing is called as a proper noun. Particular. Ramesh is a proper noun. Ramesh, the name of a particular person, that particular person's name, Ramesh. India, name of this particular country. Godavari, name of that particular river. Taj Mahal, name of that particular monument. Himalayas, name of the hills, mountains. Monday, name of a day. April, name of a month. These are all proper nouns. Names of particular persons or things or qualities. Proper nouns begin with a capital letter. Proper nouns begin with a capital letter. Here you see Saundarya, yes, capital letter, proper noun. Saundarya is a pretty girl. Saundarya is a pretty girl. Pretty, very attractive, beautiful girl. Saundarya is a proper noun, name of a particular girl. Amaravati is the capital of AP. Amaravati is the name of that particular place. Amaravati, proper noun. Is the capital of AP, Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh is the name of this particular state. So it's a proper noun. Proper nouns means, I hope you all understood, the names of particular persons, places, animals or things are called as proper nouns. Next, let us see common noun. Okay friends, let us see common noun. What is a common noun? A common noun, it is a name given in common to all persons, places, animals or things. Commonly one name is given to all persons or to all places. So that is called as a common noun. For example, man is a common noun. To all men we have given a particular name. Man. Man means any man, anybody, anyone. So similarly, girl means to all girls we have given a common name, a girl. A girl means any girl. And similarly, month. Month means any month, a particular name to all months actually. Month, city, country, day, etc. Commonly, one name is given commonly to all persons or places or things. That is called as a common name, common noun. Common nouns again can be divided into countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Common noun again divided into two kinds, countable nouns, uncountable nouns. Countable nouns means can be counted. Countable nouns means can be counted. We can count them. For example, ring, rings, one ring, two rings, three rings, four rings can be counted. Pen, pens, plural form is there. Singular and plural are there. Form. Book, books, singular and plural form. Two books, three books can be counted. So that is called as a countable noun. And the second one is uncountable nouns. Cannot be counted. Cannot be counted. They can be measured in quantity, not in number. So cannot be used in the plural. And uncountable nouns cannot be used in the plural. They do not have a plural form. For example, sugar. We cannot say sugars. There is no plural form. Sugar is used as a singular noun and it is an uncountable noun. Sugar. Milk. Similarly, sand, water, information, ink. So these are all uncountable nouns. Cannot be counted. They can be measured in quantity. For example, don't use much sugar. Don't use much sugar. Sugar is an uncountable noun. Cannot be counted. Can be measured. I bought 1 kilo of sugar. 1 kilo can be counted in quantity. Can be measured in quantity, not in number. Okay. Don't use much sugar. Countable, uncountable. Next, third one is collective noun. Collective noun. What is a collective noun? It is the name of a collection of people, animals or things. For a collection of things, we have given one name. Collection of things. For a collection of people, collection of animals, we have given a particular name. So that is called as a collective noun. Name of a collection. Collective noun. For example, crowd is a collective noun. Collection of people. A collection of people, a group of people is given a particular name as crowd. Crowd. It is a name of a collection, that's why it's a collective noun. And army, a collection of soldiers. Army, a collection of soldiers. A particular name is given to a collection of soldiers, so the name is army. Similarly, flock. Flock means a collection of sheep, goats or birds. A collection of sheep or goats or birds, we have given a particular name, that is flock. And team, a collection of players, team. Fleet, a group of ships, fleet. Class, a group of or a collection of students, class. Bunch, a group of keys, a collection of keys, bunch. Government, offices. Similarly, one example, I saw a flock of birds flying. I saw a flock of birds flying. A flock. Flock means a group of birds. Flock of birds flying. So I hope you understood a collective noun, name of a collection, that's all. For a collection of people or collection of things, we have given one particular name, that is called as a collective noun. Fourth one is concrete noun. A divided into two. Concrete noun. So we can touch and see. Concrete nouns can be touched. We can touch them and we can see them. Concrete noun. For example, ball. Ball can be seen. We can touch the ball. We can see the ball. Concrete noun, that is called. Noun, concrete noun. Bag, concrete noun. Table, concrete noun. Duster, concrete noun. Can we see? We can see. We can touch. Concrete nouns. Second category is abstract noun. Abstract noun has no particular shape or form, which we cannot see, which we cannot touch. We cannot touch, we cannot see. Abstract noun has no particular shape or form. Abstract noun has no definite form or shape. For example, bravery. Bravery. Can we see bravery? We cannot see. Can we touch bravery? We cannot touch. Bravery is the name of a quality. Cannot be seen, cannot be touched. This is called as an abstract noun. No particular shape, no particular form. So abstract noun. Courage, beauty, love, hatred, fear, honesty, darkness. So these are all called as abstract nouns because they do not have any particular shape or form. No particular shape or form. That's why they are called as abstract nouns. For example, bravery is an admirable quality. Bravery is an admirable quality. Bravery is an abstract noun. It's a noun, abstract noun, because it cannot be seen or touched. Admirable, appreciable. We have to appreciate bravery wherever it is. We will appreciate bravery. And next, let us proceed to. So finally, fifth one, material nouns. What is a material noun? It is the name of a material. The names of all materials are called as material nouns. They come under. Now, names of materials. Gold is a precious metal. Gold is a precious metal. Gold is the name of a metal. Gold is a material noun. Name of a material. And silver. Silver is a useful metal. Silver is a useful metal. Silver, name of a material. It is called as a material noun. And similarly, copper, iron, bronze. These are all nouns, material nouns. They are named as material nouns. They are called material nouns. Okay friends, I hope that you understood up to now. We have completed the nouns, the kinds of nouns. I hope you all understood. So please like and share it to all your friends and groups, as it is very useful, and subscribe my channel. Please press on subscribe bell and all. Okay friends, thank you all for your support. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching my videos.